So we got a group text from Katie, and she had photos of her jury summons and then also a photo of her failure to appear in court and her court date, not for jury duty, but her upcoming court date to explain to a judge why she had a failure to appear, why she failed to appear in court.
Yeah.
So we're all hoping she goes to jail for a long time. What? Oh, wait. Did I say that out loud?
You did.
We don't know if she's going to jail or not. Let's go to our official attorney, Lisa Lanier. Good morning, Lisa.
Oh, she's in big trouble.
I know it. Oh, my God.
No, really?
Oh, no, so there's been such a problem, not just in North Carolina, but all over the country with people just hating jury duty, not appearing. And so there's been this huge crackdown. And especially in the Triad, it's really, really bad.
Oh, my God.
Not showing up.
Lisa, can I just tell you?
I'm thinking about how you're going to look in orange, because you're kind of in autumn. And orange is kind of one of those crossover colors,
While I appreciate
I'd rather see you like in brown or black, I don't know, but orange,
Oh, my
She's wearing
God.
black now.
This could actually happen. Katie could be in jail and Diddy go free.
How
awesome would that be?
Oh, my God.
Well, right, in Vegas, the odds are dead even on Diddy, but I don't know. With Katie, I think we've got time.
This is the worst. Lisa, and I have to just say that with the very first time I ever did jury duty, I was so stoked that I got as far as I did because I love the gossip.
I want to serve on a jury. Yeah.
I'm away from work. My kids can't contact me. I have to be somewhere. I can eat my snacks in peace. I can do my crossword puzzle till I get called.
Yeah.
And then I get to go into a room where I'm hearing like the gossip of the gossip. I would love to be a juror. I would love it.
You'll get your chance. You'll get your chance. So we're just kidding you here. You're not going to go to jail. But
dang it! Why?
Yeah, no.
Why?
So they can fine you $50. Technically they can. You can be held in contempt. Like if you didn't appear at this next event that you've been summoned to, then they might take it to another level and hold you in contempt. But they don't jail people over jury duty. That's very unheard of.
We'll go on a record?
No. What they'll
She's not
probably
reliable.
do... Right. No, what they'll probably do is just reschedule you, and you might even be able to do it if you call them and say, I got this, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I read it wrong, and I put it on the wrong date, and I'd love to serve. They may just put you back in the... They may actually just schedule you for a future time. But what they're really targeting here, not people like you who are actually eager to serve, but they're targeting people who just dodge it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that there's a huge scam going around North Carolina right now about federal grand jury duty, where these people call and pretend to be law enforcement. This guy, he calls and he pretends to be the clerk who schedules for grand jury duty, and it sounds really authentic. And they called me, and they try to extort money from you, and they're getting people to pay these huge fines. And I actually was able to reach out to local law enforcement, and they got me to play along with these guys. And it was to the point of them telling me to go to an address, and at that address there was a Bitcoin machine. It was crazy. Law enforcement. Law enforcement told me that they're scamming people every day in North Carolina for thousands.
I know one person that fell for a similar thing years ago for $3,000 that they paid because they said they were from it was more of a local thing, the sheriff's department, and you missed something and they were confused.
Yeah.
They'll say you got to pay us now or you're going to go to jail. Okay, and then my friend Sal. He's got that same call recently, the one you're talking about. And they said, we're at your house right now. And they had his address. They said, if you don't give us this much money, you're going to go to jail.
That is terrifying.
And he was shook at first, and he realized, wait, this is a scam. But they're trying to get thousands of dollars from him. And then, he hung up on him or whatever.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's good to know.
And Lisa, tell me something. With the jury duty notices, I noticed it appeared with Katie and other people, the initial jury duty summons, it's just going to your address. What's to say that you didn't get it?
Yeah. Because it's not certified.
Yeah, that certainly happens. Our postal system, unfortunately, isn't perfect, and that definitely happens. And then, so if you get the second one, just like in this situation, let's say you didn't get the first one, but you get the second one, you just tell them, look, I didn't get it, and they'll work with you, and they'll put you on another on another date. They're not going to put you in jail.
Do you recommend calling? Because down at the bottom of the second one where it says I failed to appear, it says, due to the nature of these proceedings, unfortunately, questions will not be answered over the phone. So should I just skip
well, then
it?
maybe not. Yeah, maybe then just show up and tell them, but they're not going to.
Well, maybe
Okay.
questions about like what's going to happen instead of saying, I got this. Can I be put on just get another jury duty date?
I guess. Well, it does tell me when I'm supposed to show up.
That's for
Yeah,
that,
I
though.
mean-
That's not for jury duty, right?
Yeah, that's
guess-
just the answer to the judge, I'm assuming.
That's
possibly
just
go to
the
jail.
answer to why you didn't show up. Yeah, and that's,
What
so
if Katie's
embarrassing.
attitude is so bad in court that they throw her in jail?
It would never be bad. I told you I'm not chill.
Yeah.
Now they are a little bit peeved with people these days. I mean, I wasn't exaggerating about that, but not to the point of throwing them in jail. So this might be you having to, pay a little penance here to go and be inconvenienced by showing up. But you could either I would call and just say, look, I got this second notice, and
Doesn't hurt to call.
I just it can't hurt. They're not going to like punish you for calling, and they may tell you still got to show up because it may be their way of punishing you a little bit. But I don't think they're going to. They're certainly not going to throw you in jail, and I think worst case they might fine you $50.
You know, it'd be awesome.
That's the worst.
But I
know,
wonder if that
I know.
fine goes on your record.
I don't know.
We're trying to get something
No,
on your
no.
record.
No, I'm trying not. I'm trying not. And also, I don't want to pay $50 to it because I legit forgot. It was
Right.
an accident.
Right.
Yeah.
The $50 seems a little bit excessive. I mean, just had to have any fine, like I forgot.
Yeah.
For something that like, you're not going to court for something you did. You're going
No.
to court to serve.
Right.
I
know,
but
it's crazy.
Katie, we could be put on the same jury. I have jury duty coming up. Maybe they sign.
Maybe we'll be on the
That'd
same.
be so great.
That would be the
The
best.
problem is,
That would be
Lisa,
awesome.
every time you say you're in broadcasting, they immediately they're like, nope. Like, why can't we say that when we walk in, like, broadcasting? Bye.
Bye.
I wonder why. I mean, I guess they just. I mean, that's weird because I wouldn't think that broadcasters necessarily have a slant one way or the other.
Yeah, it was immediate. As soon as, because the last time I served jury duty, I made it all the way into the courtroom with the person who was getting ready to go on trial. And they were asking us very personal questions, and they wanted to know exactly.
How many times you have sex per week?
Not that much. But they did want to know about husband and family and what we do and what my husband did. And then like where we went to school, all sorts of personal things. And then when we had to talk about what we did for a living, I said it. And then 5 seconds later, they said that they would
You're
like
excused.
to excuse me. Yeah.
I had the same thing.
Maybe it's because, is it because, Lisa, it could possibly be they're afraid you're going to talk about it to the public?
I mean, I suppose, but usually your challenges, you save those for people who you think are going to be very bent in one direction. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
Katie's like that.
very.
Oh, the female should be like, not
I mean,
guilty.
But why would broadcasters be particularly? I mean, I don't think you're necessarily going to be pro.
Do they think you're
crime and
overly
punishment.
influential?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's weird because I wouldn't find you problematic. I mean, typically, like if it's a criminal trial, you're not going to want somebody on there who's a lawyer or law enforcement. Usually, those are the kind of people. But a broadcaster is not necessarily going to have. I don't think a leaning strongly one way or the other because I mean, like look at you guys. You lean in different directions.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Unless-
I think it's.
Unless the murderer was a radio DJ.
Yeah.
Could.
Yeah. Now there you go.
That could
then,
be.
then the defense would need us because we would understand the murder. Like, why we want to murder DJ. Like we
I
can
can
really-
see that.
Oh, I
Not
get
guilty.
it. I
Not
get it.
guilty. Yeah, I get it.
Maybe also they want you for, I'm assuming, maybe, I don't know if it's just for big cases, but they don't want you to be familiar with the case. So maybe they assume that if you're,
Maybe you're plugged in.
broadcast, journalism.
Or maybe you just got lucky
you would know.
because
I
they
don't
didn't like
know.
your attitude.
I was kinda. I followed the rules.
But you do lean,
There was nothing that I said that made me
you
lean one
lead
way
the
or the
woman
other.
march.
And trust me, if this person did what this person said they did, it was very, very bad.
Yeah. They're asking a question
Yeah.
like, so this male is the one that, he's the defendant. You're like, guilty. They're like, ma'am, you're not even on the jury yet. Clearly guilty.
I would be fair and balanced.
Let me ask you this, Lisa. This is because I didn't experience this the first time I went for jury duty years ago, but the last time I went is in case all the same thing. It was for like armed robbery. We haven't been selected yet. There's still like 100 people in the room, maybe 50 to 100 people, and I'm in the room. and we're in the room with the defendant. Like, why am I like the case
Yes.
hasn't started?
Oh
He's
my
like
God.
staring at
Sitting
you.
right there.
And we're
Oh
like,
my God.
so you live off of this road. I'm like, why are we doing this?
100%. The guy that
You drive a Tesla, right? I'm like, stop!
The one that I was just in was for a rape case.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Why is he there?
why am I telling my whole life story?
Yes.
All of
Right.
it.
Like, why during that portion? Why is it, I can understand, obviously, he's going to be in there during the court case.
Yeah.
I haven't even been selected. Like, I don't want to know my stuff.
And here's the thing: if let's say you are selected, and you have to be a juror, and you're you're going to make a decision against this guy, when he gets out, would he be mad and come to your house and kill you?
I know.
It's very scary.
No,
Why
no,
do they
you
do
don't
that,
worry
though?
about it.
Is that common?
Well, it's part of the whole sort of like, the defendant getting to be a part of the whole process and
Innocent before proven guilty.
Yeah, and and get to confront their accuser and they get to see what's happening to them essentially.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that because I swear that wasn't the first, but that was years and years and years ago. But the more recent one, he was sitting there staring at us. I'm like, I don't.
Was he
like that.
creepy?
He was intimidating.
It was.
Yeah,
And
he's
the
not
things you're
happy.
hearing are not great.
Even
you know
if he's
what I mean?
innocent, you're not happy. You're not happy there. You're not like
But again, I do love all the gossip of all the other people.
I wanted to be
you
called.
Know? Yes.
I did. But all right, Lisa, you're great.
All right.
Thank you so much. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Lisa.
it. If you're ever injured, contact her right away at hireaheavyweight.com.